How to stop wasting time and stay motivated. You got to find out what your inner push is. What is that thing? It all starts with understanding your deepest motivation. What is that driver? If you can first know what motivation is, what it is, that thing that's driving you, well, that's going to be a powerful thing. Your motivation, that drive to succeed, to keep going, to push, is driven really by your understanding, your belief that you are behind something that is of value, that will bring you greater abundance, happiness, joy, whatever it is you're going after. These are the things I chase. Hopefully your motivation is not revenge, anger. These can be motivations. And if that's motivating you, you want to consider, is this where you want to go? What is it that you use to motivate you to move? My motivation used to come from a space of berating myself into performance to achieve what I believed I should, not necessarily what I believed I wanted to do. So after you pinpoint your motivation, determine, is this the one I want? Do I want this as my guiding source in my life? That may be what is keeping you from acting and moving forward. You don't know what your motivation is, or you're not aligned with what you're saying your motivation is. Maybe you're trying to chase money and build an empire of wealth, but you're not really motivated by money. You're motivated by something else. This will stop your ability to move. So learning what it is you believe in, truly believe in, becomes the catalyst that allows you to find that motivation. How do you do this? You first need to know what that is in your life. You need to have the awareness within yourself to be able to ferret out, if you're like me, the noise and expectations of all those around you and the inner drive of what it is you want for yourself. If you can differentiate those two things and then cling to what you want, you have the capacity to be deeply intrinsically motivated. And this is a beautiful thing, because then you're not beating yourself up to get this done. You're inspired by your own vision of your own life and your own journey, and it will push you through all kinds of difficulties. It will push you through all kinds of negative feedback and obstacles, because you will face those if you're chasing a dream. No question. There will be obstacles, and the obstacle becomes the way that you must go, because you know within yourself what you're chasing sits true with you. When you're trying to stay motivated and not waste time and get things done, you got to look at those things that you do to waste time. If you read Atomic Habits, they talk about the things, the barriers that you face in order to change a habit. And I know when I read that book, I was trying to start to develop some habits of daily running. And I would wake up in the morning, and I just found at that time in my life, waking up in the morning to run was never going to happen. I had too much going on. I woke up tired at that point. I just didn't have the capacity. So I decided to do it at night. But I found that what happened was, once I got the kids to bed and I read their stories and everything was set, I was tired and I didn't want to run. But I knew I had the energy. So what I did was, when I was getting ready to put my kids to bed, I would actually set out my running gear the day before, and I would dress into it. So I would have my running shoes on, my shorts, my shirt, then I would put my kids to bed in that gear. And when I was done, it was the signal to my body. I had no excuse. Oh, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to put my shoes on and go outside. I was dressed. I was ready to go. All I had to do at that point, the only barrier to me doing my daily run, was to walk out the door. And that reduced my resistance, because I knew that I would say, I'm too tired, it's been a long day, it's dark, it's raining, it's cold. All of those excuses that could come up for me in that moment were no longer really that loud, because the only barrier I had to doing what I had to do was to step out the door. So look for ways to break down those little habits you have created to keep yourself from moving forward. Find better solutions. Setting goals to meet your dreams is important. There are many different styles to setting goals. There's SMART goals, there's visions, there's all kinds of things you can do. You find the thing that works for you, but set a big dream, something that will push you. And then take a good look at where you are now in conjunction to the dream you're chasing. And when you look at the disparity between where you are, if you're truly honest, and where you want to be, break that down into incremental steps. Bill Gates says that people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year and underestimate what they can accomplish in 10. So, when you're setting goals, get very small and simple in what you're doing. Think about the year and incrementally move ahead. Don't worry about it. And then the key is that inner push that drives you with that belief that inspires you to fulfill those goals, to get out and run when it's cold and raining, or to do whatever it is you want to do so that you can accomplish that dream. That belief is just as an essential key. So I learned this process from watching my own parents. My parents were so dedicated to their religious belief. I remember watching them with awe and amazement as they would walk about their lives unabashedly, bravely accepting, this is my religious belief, this is what I do, in spite of perhaps the confusion, derision, laughter that comes from people that are devout in their faith, from those that don't believe what they believe. My parents were fearless in this. It amazed me. I admired it. I could not duplicate it. And as I thought about it, as I became older, and my continued feelings of embarrassment and shame for my own belief, I realized that's because I'm chasing their belief to gain the motivation and drive and push that I see them demonstrate on a daily basis, chasing down what they believe is the powerful, good life that they want to share and show the world. It is compelling to watch. It is inspiring to see someone move in that way, whether or not you agree with where they're going. That is what I wanted, and I began to realize where it came from as I saw their dedication to their belief, and I wanted it for myself. And that's when I began to ferret out from myself what I believed over the noise of what I thought I should believe. And in doing that, it changed my life to be able to pursue things that I never had the courage to chase before, because I felt not enough internal drive to overcome the barriers I did and do face in building what I want to build. I know each of us has within us that drive and desire, and if you've lost yours, I hope you can find it again, because then you will quit wasting your time. That belief will ignite the motivation within you to stop all of the things that come your way and keep you from succeeding in life. Hope you like this video. I'm James. Thanks for joining me. Stick around for more.